Hello people of the earth and welcome back to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike and this is Ash of Gods Redemption. Say it exactly the way I said it and you're going to increase your testosterone by at least 5 points, 5 measurements. Okay, it should be, reasonably well scaled. I can't get this game to run in Windows, so I'm a little bit fucked in that regard, but it should be alright. The way I understand it, it's a game similar to the, you know it, Banner Saga, right? Banner Saga, so I would love to see how it works. There's multiplayer feature too. Oh, I have to. Oh no, I'll have to ask my friend for this information. Problems with internet. There's no problems, it works, right? Yeah, my internet works. Don't have an account. I don't have an account. ashofgods.com. Yeah, it could be fun to play this game. So, okay, while we're stuck with this screen, I might as well just restart the game. Well, while we're stuck in this screen, the game probably, if it uses the system of Banner Saga, it's a very, very good, very interesting combat system, in which I'm going to close the game, in which it uses the value of hit points as your damage value, while having armor value that protects your hit points. So, what it means is, the character, as he gets progressively more and more wounded, he becomes less and less useful in a fight. Less and less useful in a fight. So, a lot of good strategies revolve around... So cool. None of this is really interesting for now, so let's just go and play. Hopper Rowley. So there's a bunch of characters here, right? A big bunch of characters. New game. Sounds good, right? Let me just take a look at the settings. No, yep. So good. It sounds so fucking good. Just listen to this thing. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, buy soundtrack. Yes. Sold. Story mode, a special mode for those who enjoy the plot most. The auto battle system, powerful characters and additional resources will let you concentrate on the story. Recommended for all players, classic mode. The ultimate game experience challenges, suffering and hardships await. Iron Man mode, for experienced players. The initial difficulty level will be higher than normal and you will not be able to change it during the course of the game. Only the last save will be available, so you will have to be, crazy. Let's go with classic. Play red. No, we'll go with normal. Year 300 is Divine Retribution, the Spring Equinox. Why there's so many people here? They're all different too. Wow. Looks hella good. What happened? That does not look good. Why do they have black eyes? Some kind of a ritual? What do you mean? They can't stop them. Okay, they're all fighting. Okay. Whoa. Oh, what? What is this? What the fuck are they even? Some kind of demons? Yeah, some kind of a ritual, right? And these are? What? Oh. What are they even doing? So he didn't manage to complete the thing, and so he survived. Oh. And what does it do exactly? Didn't it kill them? It looks that way. So what was the purpose of this? Why did they kill themselves? So that the enemy wouldn't get this technology? Is that... I'm saying...
Unsolved mysteries are like an unquenched thirst. Premonitions of trouble to spur you to keep going.
Okay, let me go ahead and make the game just a little bit quieter, because I don't hear myself think. 55%. Let's go to 55%. The soundtrack sounded hella cool, and the intro is very promising, I guess. Okay. Cool graphics. Yeah, it's a lot like the Banner Saga. A lot like.
1,002 years since divine retribution. The end of winter. The Veil of Mercy. Foothills of the Milky Mountains.
So it's been, what? It's been 700 years, right? Since that fight in the cinema. That's so cool. 700 years ago, you and the other Kuros took to the field of drowsy deep, seeking to prevent a great calamity, the reaping. Your self-sacrifice should have destroyed the reapers once and for all. 9 years ago, you began feeling a growing sense of unease and decided to roam Terminum in search of the cause. But how can you be alive for 700 years? What the fuck are you? A month ago, you met a temple servant in the town of Gordrin. There was something peculiar about him. Feeling a long-forgotten sense of dread, you realized it was an Umbra Reaper in disguise. He noticed you too, but chose not to pursue. Bowing in jest, he merely winked at you. The return of the Umbra forewarns of an impending reaping, so you head to Milky Mountains, seeking the local seers. You hope to learn the time and place of the coming reaping, and prevent it. When you stepped onto the narrow path, you noticed several sets of footprints. At the time, you thought others might be seeking advice from the seers, but they're just ordinary bandits in search of easy prey. You look like an easy prey, frankly. You're just a guy with nothing, frankly. Time to act. Blue tiles indicate where your characters can move during your current turn. Orange tiles indicate extra moving distance. Your character must spend some energy to move there. Select skill, Quick Strike. Deals 16 damage. Enemies standing on pulsating tiles are within reach and can be attacked using a chosen skill. To reach the target, to select the target, click on the tile it's occupying. Sounds good. Most attacks allow you to damage either the enemy health or their energy. Select health damage. Your character will close in on the enemy and attack them. Hopper Rowley. So I spent a bunch of energy to do that. Oh my god. 65 energy, huh? Wow. Well, they're beefy as shit, but not very energetic. Okay, dealt some damage. Damaging an enemy's energy reduces their options, because faster movements and powerful skills require energy to execute. Moreover, if an enemy has 0 energy remaining, double damage will be dealt to health instead of energy. Wow. This enemy has a lot of health, but only 5 points of energy. It makes sense to strip him of his remaining energy so that you can deal double damage to health. Yeah, sure. Click on the enemy with the right mouse button. With the right mouse button, select skills you can use against them. Quick Strike. Deals 16 damage, 100% of attack, and increases your energy by 12. Interesting. Choose energy, stripping attack. Your character will automatically close in and attack the enemy. Oh my god. Oh my god, I get it. So he dealt the damage to energy, and the spillover effect went to HP. You can select an enemy to learn more about their abilities. Click on the tile they're standing with the left mouse button. Now that you're Gel Berserker, 0 in, increases your attack by 2 when you kill an enemy. Axe Hurl, 2 health, 50% of attack. Does 3 damage, 100% of attack. Berserk, 3 health. Ah, it's cost! Oof. He's hurting himself to do stuff. Increases your defense and walking distance by 1. Oh, it would cost energy, but right now he has to exert his health, right? In order to do that. Expand his health. Increase your defense by walking distance by 1. Does not end turn. Now that you've chosen an enemy, you can see a list of their skills in the lower part of the screen. Mouse over them to read their I did. You can choose to manually walk to your destination before choosing an attack to use. Click on an empty tile with the left mouse button to confirm your action. If you want to use a skill that doesn't require a target, right-click on the tile of your active character you're standing on. You'll see a golden circle under your feet. Yeah, I see. You'll see a list of skills which do not require choosing a target first. There's also a skip button which comes in handy if you're unable to act, or don't want to. Remember to always finish the turn by using one of your active character's attacks, or by clicking the skip turn button. Circular hit, 5 energy, cooldown 2 turns, deals 32 damage to all surrounding units. Choose the damage enemy energy. Your character will deal damage to all nearby enemy units. Enemy units with no remaining energy will receive double damage to health instant. Absurd. Oh my god. He's just tickling me. End the battle. Aha! So it doesn't matter where I go, right? No? Yeah, so I expend some of my energy to go to spot, but it doesn't. Okay, so it's like Banner Saga, but it isn't. And there's also a timer for the turn. Okay, reasonable. No, I wanna deals. It has a cooldown, and I wanna end turn. Yeah, sure. If I attack health, I deal less damage. If I attack energy, I deal double damage. I see. He's done. Jesus. Okay, sure. You're about to knock on the hut's door when it suddenly swings open. A woman appears on the doorstep. It's Ciri, right? On the doorstep. Your heart leaps from your chest. She's the one you left behind when you went to fight at Drowsy Deep. She's the one you loved. Amma. In a detached manner. Glance. It took you a long time. It's been 702 years. You managed to survive where 12 of our kin perished. Did you go into hiding? Bitterly. Please call me Hopper. I'm already used to the name. I was called Blunce when we were together. I wasn't hiding in the battle, you know. I was wounded, pierced by arrows. That's why I didn't complete my task. Yes, I've heard the legends of the 12 brave ones. They who cast an enchantment on themselves and turned to stone. They achieved their goal. The land they called home was free from plague and reaping. A price too high, though, by my reckoning. Why did you come in search of me again? I wasn't. Should I move my? I will move my thing. Hold up. I'm hiding half of the screen. Slow down. Like this, right? Let's see if it's better. Right? Let's see if this is any better. Mr. Shinigami. No wonder she's kind of sexy. Oh yeah, definitely. I wasn't looking for you, but for the local Cirrus. There are signs. Beasts are leaving the forests of Datura. The Vandil Watch have been sighted on woodland trails. I ran into Atrach while impossible to read. In Godrin myself, they have returned. Is another reaping upon us? That's a foolish question, Hopper. I do not foretell the obvious. You might as well have asked whether winter will follow autumn. The reaping is coming, you know it. All those ends shall be tied. That's okay. What do you mean by tied? What do you know about the coming? What do you mean tied? One day, the final reaping will come. The question is, will anything be left in this world afterwards? Besides, of what concern is it to you? Are you not immortal? I am the same as you, Amma. Even if we are both Umbra, we have long embraced the human way of life. I care about the fate of Terminum. Okay, so they're some kind of gods, right? So they live forever. To the reaping, we are no more than specks of dust. This time, we don't have 12 comrades willing to sacrifice themselves. Among those still living, some will succumb and become reapers. Do you really wish to involve yourself? I mean, he likes this place. And maybe he feels a bit guilty that his brethren fell when he survived. I need to stop the reapings. They're happening again because of me. It's my fault. Okay, so there you go. I kind of understood it. Still thinking of yourself? We are maggots, the lowliest of servants, lucky enough to have a seat at the table. Are you looking for the forsaken gods of this land? I have a book that describes the life of one. Here, take it. I had a good laugh reading through this nonsense. Receiving the thank you for the book. I've been searching high and low for similar records, but still, when and where will the reaping begin? That's what I'm needed. I know it. 700 years that Dad have blamed me. I need your help. Looking you in the eye, give me your knife, the same kind our brethren sacrificed themselves with. Give it to me, and you'll get your answer. Passing the bundle. Pity. I'd really hoped to use it. I doubt anything else can kill a reaper. Well, here you go. But why do you want it? Taking the knife. The reaping shall begin on the day of the vernal equinox, both of the north and the south, in the towns Wodan and Albios. I wouldn't waste time if I were you. Sadly, I don't have time to reach the north. Farewell. I hope our paths cross again, though you still haven't told me why you need the knife. I saw you kill me with this very knife, Hopper. So I hope our paths never do cross again. Farewell.
What does one need to meet old age in peace? Only to avoid a major disaster.
What? Someone called me Shepherd. Reapers have come again. Oh yeah, dude, yeah! That's what I'm thinking, Mr. Shinigami. I'm a Commando Shepherd, and I don't give a shit about Reapers because I'm dead in the third... don't spoil, you shitter. I actually didn't play the third chapter. I played the first two. What does it need me? Blah, 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 blah. Click to continue. Let's go. Let's go. Now you can see the cute skeletons loading screen. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's actually breathtakingly beautiful. I enjoy it. A lot.
Year 1002 since divine retribution. Burkana, the kingdom of Odala, city of Albius. The spring equinox. 8th year of peace since the last war. A retired captain of the guard and his daughter are strolling through the festival market.
My, she's a cutie. And she just disappeared. Another Umbra. Glada Brenin. Speaking to herself, strange, a woman in odd clothing is walking away from the town hall. Her beauty should be turning heads, yet I seem to be the only one who notices her. Greta, are you daydreaming again? Thorn. Thorn. That's a really cool outfit. They both look hella cool. Really reminiscent of the Banner Saga. Really cool. But a different, like, a different story. Yeah, a different story. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. You nudge your daughter when you see the burgomaster, Baron Trouble, approaching. Okay. Good day, Thorn. Greta? I take it there's a reason why you've been scouring the market since dawn, looking for a gift for Licky. Yes, how did you know? No, just taking a stroll. Are you choosing a festal sacrifice? Yes, how did you know? Patting you on the shoulder. Albius is far from the largest town. There aren't too many captains of the royal guard here, and even fewer captains' wives. And only one of these wives celebrates her birthday on the day of the spring equinox. Please, give her my regards. I will, Burgomaster, though you are most welcome to stop by and do it in person. The Burgomaster is eager to carry on, but one of the citizens calls his name. Trouble gives you a nod and tends to matters. Cool. He's attentive, looking at the retreating Burgomaster, a stubborn old man. He seems resilient. I've heard he's a distant relative to the king himself. The distance of their relation may be the secret of his longevity. Yeah, dude. Oh, man. Accurate. You don't want to be a close relative to the king, because then you're a really good target. You either want to be a king or a very distant relative. Well, it looks like we got carried away and aren't any closer to picking up a gift for Licky. What are we going to get here? How about a pack of nachos? I'm not good with gifts. What would you give to your wife? Some kind of jewelry piece, I guess. Some kind of jewelry piece for birthday. Maybe, I mean, it depends what she does, right? Maybe something that is practical to her life, right? Maybe a sewing kit. Maybe if she's more into doing more aggressive things, maybe a hunting maybe a bow, maybe a kit for, I don't know, I don't even know, maybe a kit for dealing with the prey when you catch it, whatever, you know. I don't know your wife. What the fuck you asking me? Care to give me a hint? What would your mother like? In the dialogue window, the icon means that your choice will have far-reaching consequences. Oof. Oh, really? Cool! Oh! We could give your jewelry, maybe clothing. If only Marked come to visit. Who's Marked? Like, why would I even choose? I don't know what it is. Clothing would be cool. Jewelry would be cool. Let's go with jewelry, you know what? Now we should head to Rask's shop by the town hall. If we need clothing, then we can visit the clothes merchants. Oh yeah, reasonable. Why was that an important choice? I don't know. But whatever, let's see. So you could play an auto battle and just enjoy the story if you really wanted to. Like, that's a possibility too. That's kind of cool. You can enjoy it as a visual story. And it's very rich. That's cool. Padagang's stall. Padagang is one of the merchants trading in fabrics and clothing. Gleda looks as if she wants to say something but is too shy to say it. Perhaps you could talk to her. Rask's shop. Jewelry. Your old friend Rask. Okay, let's go to Gleda first. Let's see what she has to say. Was there something you wanted to talk about? I know what Mother really needs. Good health for her ailing heart. If there's any way to mend it, magic, help from the gods. I don't put faith in magic. Even the gods, it seems, don't offer to help to their servants. Remember how we call their temple? The Temple of Divine Retribution. Only fools expect any help from them. I wish we knew why they had to exact this retribution on your mother. And we should be content with what the market has to offer. And I'm going to win tomorrow's fencing tournament in her honor. Cool. Do you honestly think she'll take pleasure watching her daughter hurl herself in another's blade, even if it's but a practice sword? It beats sitting around, doesn't it? Mom used to fence when she was younger, and better fencer than any of the others who signed up. What is don't get too full of yourself. Your regiment pals, Sop, Brad, and Hod are no worse. Not by much, at least. In any case, you should direct your attention away from weapons. Give dresses and shawls a chance. Alright, let's go buy something. That's like a father's thing, you know? Like, you want your boys to be strong and decisive, but you don't want your daughters in the harm's way, you know? It's a big thing, you know? It's a big thing. You don't really want your daughters to be soldiers. It's counterintuitive. Well, anyway, let's go buy something. Right. Let's go to Rask's. Speaking of yourself, did Dad find out where I really go during my midday walks? There's nothing criminal in it, but I'd rather nobody knew of my manuscript hunting. I've told him that I go to the pastry shop, which usually isn't true. I just hope Rask doesn't betray my secret. Gleda, this is Rask, an old friend and expert in all kinds of curiosities. We've known each other since Oda. Hello, Rask. It's been a while. It's been 3 years, my dear Thorn. We've run into each other now and then, but ever since you arrived in town, newly retired, and bought a silver necklace with a garnet, you've forgotten all about my shop. Are you here to get a gift for Leke? He looks pleasant. I like him. He looks pleasant. It's been 3 years, my dear Thorn. Okay. What makes you think I'm here? You guessed right. Will you help me pick something nice? I remember the last time you bought her a birthday present. It was exactly on the vernal equinox. I won't hide it. I'd have been pleased had you started buying jewelry from me every year since. Yeah. My wife hasn't been interested in jewels for the past few years, though the garnet necklace is her favorite. She's been feeling better as of late. Is it true that garnets end a weak heart? Is it true that garnets aid a weak heart? If I'm not mistaken, garnets possess no magical properties, but certain other stones do. Concoctions cannot mend an ailing heart, but the warmth of a loving family can preserve it, though I have heard that there is a particularly skilled healer in Ursus. Onda is her name, but even she cannot perform miracles. What stones were you talking about? A healer from Ursus? Yes, I've heard of her. Let's talk about the gift. What stones were you talking about? You're wearing one of them on your chest, a Strix, your captain's insignia and your protection. In troubled times like this, it can protect you from a common woe. A common woe, what do you mean? Pity you didn't say any of this before. A common, what do you mean? A common woe, that is how ancient texts describe the reaping, a plague that takes countless lives. I see you enjoy perusing ancient manuscripts. Get off it, old friend. Try something other than old legends if you want to sell your wares. And you, Gleda, it's high time you grew out of such fairy tales. If you doubt the magical properties of Strixes, then remove your captain's insignia. Just don't put it away, it might be of use, although several generations have passed without the need for such stones arising. The pendant is mine by right, I didn't steal it, I earned it. What sort of magic trinket becomes useful only once every few generations? Why are you so fixated on this pendant? Is a Strix really that valuable? I offered nothing to one without purpose. Nevertheless, I've been having premonitions as of late. Providence must have brought you to my shop today. You are looking for a gift, and I want you and your family to survive the coming troubles. Call me superstitious, even mad, if it pleases you. I hope I am mistaken, but my premonitions tend to come true, and you, Thorn, will benefit from the Strix. This I know. It is indeed expensive, but you can pay in installments over several years if you like. Rask reaches into a box and places a highly polished stone on the counter. The metal setting is very unusual. It looks like an insect, tightly clutching the stone in its legs. If this large Strix reduces in size, the platinum base will squeeze its legs to grip it tightly. Think of it as magic if you like. I've never come across magic. Tell me how your amulet works. Magic is of no use to anyone. I don't want to waste time on this. Tell me how your amulet works. I'll tell you what the ancient texts say about Strixes. When a common woe comes, death walks among humans and saps their vigor. But death finds the Strix sweeter than one's life, more alluring. Until the stone has been sucked dry, the wearer will yet live. It gives hope. You're saying hope can be bought? What then is the price? Such rarities do not come cheap. The price for this stone is 100,000 gold coins. Even if I paid you over 10 years, I still couldn't afford it. If you only knew how quickly decades go by. What I mean is that, at my age, I've already been thinking in decades for some time. In our case, every hour counts, right, Greta? Does anything come to mind? I'd consider the Strix. I mean, if it helps Mom, right? Why not? But how are they gonna afford it? And he's an old friend. I don't think he tries to fuck them. I'm gonna go with the Strix. Listening for something. Here is what we'll do. Take the stone. No deposit, no acknowledgement of debt. And I'll take your word, Thorn. For if you lie, I will lose faith in kindness of men. If you or your family find no use for it in the next year, you'll return it. Agreed? It would be foolish of me to decline such a generous offer. A Strix it is then, even if I do have to return it in a year's time. Rask, you're behaving quite strangely today. You take the stakes from... I wonder how the currency works, right? How much money is it? He said in 10 years, right? He won't be able to... That's a lot of money then, right? That's a lot of money. You take the stakes from the table and hide it under your shirt. You look up at Rask. He is sitting at the ceiling, his face pale. Staring at the ceiling, his face pale. 20 Strixes. At first you are confused, but then you too hear the bell ringing from the town hall. That doesn't sound like our chimesman. Why is the town bell ringing? Could it be that Trouble has finally sacked his chimesman and hired someone sober? What about you, Rask? Doesn't it bother you, the bell ringing 4 times a day? You watch in surprise as Rask takes a big sack and starts emptying the contents on his numerous drawers, big and small, into it. He's hauling ass, dude. growing pale. Just a matter of habit, my dear Thorn. With time you get used to much stranger things. Hurriedly, you do not realize how wise a choice you've made. Silver could be of use, of course, but a streaks will most certainly aid you. And if it does, how long will I be paying you for it? 5 years? A decade? The bell keeps tolling. Rask slings the sack over his shoulder and takes an axe with a curved handle from the wall. It no longer matters. I hope we meet again. I would flee from the town if I were you. The fortress of Apacum is the safest place to go. He knows something, but he is afraid to tell. The merchant retreats into his shop. You hear the back door open and close. Turning to Gleda. Gleda, it looks like Rask has lost his mind. We should leave. What's happening? Oh, it's one of these fuckers, the Umbra Reaper, right? Oh. You see Baron Trouble lying on the ground. Blood flows from his mouth, nose, ears, and eyes. He is dying. To no one in particular. Resilient. Dorpkal the Reaper. You struggle to stay on your feet. Blood gushes from your nose. Gleda, scared to death, cowers behind your back. Rather taciturn. What do you want? Cocking his head. Nothing. The Burgomaster decided for you all. Forcing the words out. Decided what? Ritual. A tribute to memory. You use the last of your strength to keep standing. Your heart pounding is about to leap from your chest. Your throat tightens. Dying already? Was any use begging? Please don't, is useless. Well, 1 or 3, right, are the real choices. No, I'm going to leave a while longer. It looks as if the monster is grinning. It clenches its fist. Pain shoots through your heart and your chest tightens. A moment later, the pain stops. Thorn Brenin has a minor injury. The reaping is growing stronger. The towering monster looks at you for a moment, then extends his arm and points to your pendant. The monster grabs your captain's insignia, clenching in its fist. Hissing, the streaks in the pendant shrinks. Strix is lost. 8. Nodding. The reaping begins with your family, Thorn Brenin. The monster vanishes. You shake your head, coming to your senses. Oh, blessed gods. Did you hear what it said about our family? Quick, we've got to get home. Gleda cries out. Gleda cries out, stopping you in your tracks. She hastily pulls some kind of colored plaques from under her belt. These almost burned me. Rask gave them to me about a week ago. Supposedly they used to be magical battle cards in the past. They became burning hot all of a sudden. Take a look at the cards. What are these? The magical plagues are hot to the touch, almost burning your fingers, yet they fit comfortably in the palm of your hand. You feel as if you could, with a bit of gesture, sling spells at any foe. Could they be regaining their power because of the reaping? You wonder where Rask came by these cards, but you remember seeing them peddled as curios and souvenirs at many Berkan markets. So they became worthless at a certain point. Bandit. The sound of footsteps comes from somewhere up ahead. 3 thugs are barring the way. Their swollen faces are contorted with mindless rage. Did highwaymen become so brazen to attack townsfolk? Yeah, that would be a dumb idea, generally speaking. With a swift motion, you draw your sword, but the thugs are unimpressed. You look closer and notice the vacant eyes and foam at their mouths. Your opponents are either very drunk or insane. You step in front of Gleda. I'll beat some sense into them. Stand back! In response, Gleda steps aside and draws her own blade. Did I practice with a sword all these years just to cover behind your back? Together we can deal with them faster. What your daughter is really asking for is some stern parenting, but the thugs attack you with a feral roar. You can only hope Gleda has taken your lessons to heart. Character selection. If you have more than one character in your party, you can choose the turn order. Just select any character standing on a highlighted tile, choose an action to end their turn, and the tile will dim. If you have more than one character in your party, you can choose the turn order. Just select any character standing in your highlighted tile, choose an action to end their turn, and the tile will dim. When all of your characters end their turns, a new round will begin, and you'll be able to choose between the available characters again. Okay. Click on the icon at the bottom of left to use a card. Each card has a number that's shown in which round it will become available. Each card can be used only once per battle. After you use a card, it won't be available again until the next battle. Reasonable? Red skulls next to a character portrait indicate the number of wounds the character has sustained. The character stats are lower depending on the number of wounds. If a character sustains 4 wounds, they die. Keep an eye out for this useful button. It can be found throughout the game. Click on it and read descriptions for this. Yeah, sure. Ready? Place your units before the start of battle. Oh. How do I... Yeah, I don't want her to take brand force. But she's really good though. Your stats are higher. She's lower in energy. What does this mean? What does this mean? Oh, it shows all the stuff, right? Play battle again. Okay. Cool. Can I... No, I cannot. Okay. There's a bunch of... Yeah, this one's shit. He's really beefy, but his energy supply is very low. Oh, they can't really reach too far, right? We can be smarter then. We can position like this. We don't have to take any damage from them. They can't really exert too much. We can't... Yeah, we don't have any information about them yet. A bunch of bandits, right? Place your units before the start of battle. Right. Let's see what happens next. A bunch of cards. Touch of Chaos, Spirit Armor. It reduces health by 5 to a random enemy unit and increases energy by 2 to all party members. Increase attack by 2 to a random party member. Spirit Armor increases defense by 10 in effect until next turn. Cure heals character health by 10. Chokehold reduces health by 10. Rancor reduces attack by 5 and increases attack by 1 to all surrounding units. Shit. I mean, this sounds good. Touch of Chaos. It reduces health to a random enemy and increases... Yeah, let's go. Ooh, okay. Awesome. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he reached. Shit. He didn't do a lot of damage. Cool. Speed up. Increases your walking distance by 2 and running distance by 1. Does not end turn. Attack. And stuns target. Well, I mean, attack. Double strike. Deals 20 damage to health and energy. Reduces your attack by 1. Cover. Does not end turn. Does not. Damage received is equally split between health and energy. In effect until next turn. Does not end turn. Cover. Increase your energy by 5. 40% of attack. And all damage received is dealt to health. I don't know. Doesn't sound too good. We can probably fuck him up. They will deal 7, 4 by 2, 8. No, it's not gonna kill him. We have to do a double strike. We could try cover. We could try the... Cool. And now go to double strike. Like so. It will kill him. I don't understand. Why did I spend my health? Oh my god! Oh my god! The energy... Oh. Oof. It's expended my health because I couldn't... Yeah. Okay, so it's exertion or of some kind. Let's go closer. What does it do again? Anger. Increases your defense and attack by 1. 3 health, 3 energy. Shelter. 100% of attack, okay. Increases your defense and attack by 1. Shelter. Increases defense of all parties by 6. No, let's go with this. Does not end turn. Ends turn. Knockback. Well, let's move in first, and then we figure out what we're doing. We can deal 7 damage. We can parry. Deal 7 damage and increasing your defense by 3. In effect until next turn. And pushes back enemy 1 tile, increasing your counter attack by 7. I don't know. Let's try. Let's try to kill his energy. Knocked him back, and so I have counter for 7. Ouch. 3 to both. Oh my god, we countered hard. Smacked his energy and smacked his ass. So what is a counter? Okay, I can use any character, right? Any character I want. This fucker should be easy to kill. And increase your defense by 3. Can any of them reach me? No, none of them can reach me. We can just focus on this fucker and destroy him. Yeah, we can deal double damage too. Increasing the defense. He's not gonna parry now, right? Yep. There you go, there you go. We can finish the fucker. The other guy already moved. Yeah, the other guy already moved. So we can just remove this idiot. Dealing 10 attack. Anything will kill him, right? I think. Ah, no. Only yellow attack will kill him. Enemy turn. Oh, some kind of a curse? Ouch. I would like to take a look what kind of skill he's using. Brutal blow. Insult. Reduces running distance and walking distance by 1 to a random enemy unit. Does not end turn. Oh, 1 energy. 20% attack. Cooldown 2. Brutal blow. Okay. Knockback. To all surrounding units and pushes back all surrounding units 2 tiles. Increasing your defense by... Yeah, I hurt my daughter too, right? Increase your defense by 3. Yeah, this is fine. We can attack yellow. We deal more damage this way. He's not gonna hit him. He's not that stupid. He does. Okay, he's an idiot. It's gonna kill him. He's dealing 7 damage to health though, so it's not the best. We can probably end him with yellow attack. Done. Okay, we're doing it. Thorn Brenin, not a daredevil, not energetic. Frozen with terror, Gleda stares at the bloody corpses. This is the first time she has fought to the death. Grabbing your daughter by the shoulders, you shake her until she looks away from the bodies. She meets your gaze and, steeling herself, nods with determination. You are proud of your daughter, but even more so worried about your wife, Licky. There is no time to lose. You need to get home as soon as possible. A couple of side alleys later, you open a familiar gate. 1,200 gold, no strixes, experience. So, lethal attacks grant more experience or what? He got a wound though. Shit. Ouch. How did the wound calculate? You run into the house, blood covers the living room floor. Old Tanner, your housekeeper, stands at the door, trembling. Quina, his daughter, and your maid lies motionless on the floor. Just beside her is your wife, Licky. Mom, what happened to you? You grasped the phone. I can't actually talk like that. You grasp the air, falling to your knees. You touch your wife's body. Her lifeless hand is still warm. Gleda sobs nearly. Everything is going dark. Oof. Mom, get up. We brought you a present. Stop pretending. The tolling of the bell fills the air around you. It's so loud your head is about to burst. You get up and can barely make out what Tanner is saying. Such a tragedy has befallen us. Oh, such grief. First both Licky and Quina screamed in pain. Then my daughter seemed to lose her mind. She went at Mistress Licky with a knife. Mistress defended herself, but... what do we do now? How do we go on? Oh, this horror, the horror. His Excellency Count Vichti, or Vichti? His Count Vichti and his young son Bran always said it would end this way. Only this shouldn't have happened. This Count said many things. This should have happened. That I need you. We have to do something. Tanner, you saddle the horses while I pack. Coming to his senses. Yes, understood. You brush aside the strand of your wife's hair and notice something odd. A dark blue mark, like an ulcer on the nape of her neck. The surrounding skin is swollen, as if burned. Glenna also notices it and backs away, her face pale. This is right out of an ancient manuscript. The same thing happened 700 years ago. A pain pierces your neck and grows into a fiery noose. It strangles you, and you die in terrible agony. They called this plague the Reaping. Dad, the back of my neck is burning. Let me see. Damn it, you've got the same mark. Take a look. Do I have it? Nothing? How come? Why did the plague spare me? Wait, I don't believe in luck. There must have been something else, something that protected me. But what? I hope Rask was right. Gleda, come here. Put this on. You pull Rask's pendant from the bag and hang it from your daughter's neck. She nods, and you pull her into your embrace again. Okay, so this thing is actually working, huh? So your old friend saved your life, and perhaps saved your daughter's life. You walk into the front yard and look around. No, you shouldn't bury Licky here. Better do it in the back. Gleda follows you. But Tanner... Get Tanner and bring the bodies here, you tell her. Be quick about it. Our time is short. Just wrap them in something, alright? You finish digging, your hands are shaking, but not from fatigue. Tanner buries his face in his hands. Gleda is shadow of your former self. Realization dawns. If you halt, sorrow will drown you. You climb out of the freshly dug grave and lift Licky's body. You lay Quina's body beside that of her mistress. They used to play together as children. You lift the shovel. Gleda remains petrified. Tanner mumbles one of the temple hymns. What could he be asking of the gods, you wonder? What use are prayers to his daughter now? You drop the last handful of dirt onto the grave and throw the shovel aside. Do you feel as if on the edge of a cliff? Your wife is no more, her body no longer in your warm embrace, but in the cold earth. For some reason you still live. Gleda hugs you, pulling you back from the precipice. The same as when you meet the Reaper. Oof, more talking. I think we're super... Yeah, we've been playing for 47 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a break right now. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to put a like on this video and subscribe to see more. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I do. Someone is pouncing at the gate, screaming cat. Yeah, I hear the pounding. It's super obnoxious. I actually minimized the volume so I could read the fucking thing. Stop pounding. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.